Emakhosini ngane zethongo, emakhosini kini nina, my beautiful Kemites. Igedla lamashkrishkri leli nyanga yamakhosi Mkhulu Sseida bakwethu. On our previous video we had posted ukuthi we are continuing our cleansing nokuphakamisa the tour we began at Cape Town. We've had requests of abantu ukuthi bathi sicale la eJozi, of which our next leg was Durban, our next leg was KZN, but I guess charity starts at home. Siyobe sihlambulula abantu, siyobe sigeza abantu from the 1st until the 4th of May. From the 1st until the 4th of May 2025. Siyobe sisebenza abantu. Please come in, please make your bookings. It's gonna be 600 Rand per head. We are only taking a limited number of people, just like in Cape Town, guys, because I can only work so many people before I also become spiritually drained. So contact us on 061-178-1304 for booking in. Let us know on which date you'd like to come, and then we will have a discussion based on that. Likelihood we are only taking a maximum of about 20 people, if not 15. Ne? So the bookings are gonna feel fast. This is the last, guys, of our cleansings because the winter sailor amanzi, like most of my regular patients know, amanzi ngiyawavala generally around winter time. Angifuni ukugqilaza abantu ngiloku ngibafaka amabhavu ngamanzi abantu ngathi amanzi wasefrijini. Ngiloku ngifaka abantu empophomeni ngamanzi abantu ngathi amanzi awasefrijini. Cha, ngifuna ukuthi siphethe and siqine. So all of you who needed anything regarding cleansings, all of you who needed assistance regarding ukuphakamisa kweyithunywa, ukuphakamisa inhlanhla, ukuyocela emanzini, etc. All you water children and all of you who've dreamt of water, ngithinteni. Ikhehla lamashkrishkri leli, igedla lamashkrishkri inyanga yamakhosi. Ngithi ngiyanibonga nina nonke. My line is open to you. Remember, guys, 061-178-1304. Emakhosini. Emakhosini. Ngiyanibingelela nina lapha emakhaya. I greet all you guys ngothando lukamveli nqangi. Mkhulu Sseida lo igedla lamashkrishkri inyanga umakhosi wonke. Your prophet Shamu enamukela to another episode, guys, of Kemi TV. Bakwethu, we must apologize for it looking like there is a lack of consistency in episodes coming out. I know you Kemites send me messages asking me if I'm okay, telling me you're worried about me. It just gets haywire at times, and due to that, at times I'm not able to shoot. Kodwa ngisasekhona, kodwa abakanqobi. I will continue preaching ivangeli lethongo. I will continue preaching ivangeli lamadlozi. I will continue preaching ivangeli of the Holy Father and Holy Mother. I will continue doing work on behalf of the source. Yeah, Mkhulu Sseida lo igedla lamashkrishkri, guys. Ngifuna ukunibonga. We've not only reached 4,000, we've exceeded 4,000, on our way to 5,000. Keep on sharing, keep on liking, keep on commenting, keep on subscribing so that it pushes this video up on the algorithm, so that more people can get this information, so that more people can grow from this channel, because at the end of the day, this channel is your channel. It belongs to the Kemites. Ingako, we are doing today's episode. It has a bit of history inside, as well as it has certain understanding regarding common spirits that abantu abahambayo bayakholwa batshela ukuthi unomoya onje noma unomoya othi unomoya thize emakhosi mkhulu. Bakwethu, as you've seen from our thumbnail, today's episode is regarding 3 specific spirits. I think there were a couple of people in the comment section and on the WhatsApp, the business WhatsApp, that requested me to cover this topic. So I have to do it. I'll be as brief as possible. I'll try not to keep you guys, so that you guys nikona ukuthola lento enidingayo nina eninayo lemimoya, so that you can go get help, so that izinto zenze iqondiswe. Makhosi, it's not geqa magula. Bakwethu umoya womnguni. I'm sure you've heard me in the past ngikhuluma ngophuzu uphalaze, ngikhuluma ngokugida. I've never personally had to do that. I don't have the spirit, so I had to go do my research, speak to the relevant people, speak to Sangoma, so that I could get this information and compress it and give it to those of you that are going to need it. Umoya womnguni. What is the origin of umoya womnguni, the blood spirit. Nina eninomnguni kumele nijive lokushaywa idrum. Uzojiva go, jiva go, uzojiva uzobhodla ujive uphakame ukhulume ne-bass noma une voice eka Tweety Bird. At the end of the day uzophuma i-bass, uzophakama umkhulu. Why is this spirit so carnal in its behavior? Why is this spirit so connected to carnal practices? Ukulphuza, ulphalaze, amagazi, ukugida, utshwala. This is everything associated and that surrounds the Nguni spirit. Now, before I give you the understanding of science for you to understand or identify what you have the Nguni spirit, you need to understand the origins. We're gonna go through these spirits with the origins, the purpose, and the science that you have it. Okay? Now, with regards to the Nguni spirit, if you track the Nguni people, that's to say your Xhosa, Zulu, Swati, Ndebele tribes, people that are descendants of Umnguni, you need to find out why are they called Amanguni. Now, this goes back to why are we called Abantu. Now, in ancient Kemite, in ancient Egypt, there was a tribe that dwelled in the forests, or rather the forests that run along the Nile, which were called the Ntu people. The Ntu people were originally Egyptian. They were Kemites. Ntu was the ancestor of Umnguni. Umnguni, who is the father / leader of the northern Nguni tribe. Now, because Untu is the father of Umnguni, we black people are called Abantu. These days it's translated into people in general, but Abantu begwa Abagwantu, the children of Untu. If you belong to the Xhosa, Zulu, Swati tribe, Ndebele, or you have any of this blood within your lineage, you must know that you are Egyptian. You are Kemite. You have Egyptian blood running through your veins. Ntu is your ancestor. Ukoko wabokoko, ukoko omkhulu. That's why you see a lot of children, maybe these days, a lot of black people especially, are embracing ancient Kemite teachings, embracing Kemite spirituality. It's because it runs in your blood. If you have the blood of Umnguni, or you have the blood of any of the other descendants of Ntu, you are by proxy Egyptian. You are by proxy a Kemite, Makosi. Now, Umnguni being the father of the Nguni people, he left Kem, he left Egypt, he left the forests near the Nile, and he moved into central, close to Upper Africa, your regions like Congo and the surrounding countries. And the tribe spread from there on through copulation, through mating, and hence we have ibongo ezinye, phecelezi ibongo esifana nebongo esifana noDube. uDube uyamthola in Upper Africa, uDube uyamthola in Eastern Africa, and so forth. That's because the Ntu tribe was moving from different country to different country. Back then it wasn't countries, it was regions. But Ntu, the people of Ntu were moving, the people of Umnguni were moving throughout these countries, assimilating with different tribes, taking wives, taking husbands, some others being married off, until they migrated down to South Africa. And that is when they split into 4 tribes: AmaXhosa, AmaZulu, AmaSwati, NamaNdebele, and other related tribes. But primarily these 4 tribes. Now, that's why mabathi uphethwe noma ungenwe umoya wegazi noma you are possessed by a blood spirit, but ungenwe ungu. These ancestors are blood spirits that come with unresolved karma that could be from last year to 100 years ago to 200 years ago, depending on the spirit egungena. Our tribe is very, very old. The Ntu people are a very ancient tribe. And so le moya mongena generally ukungena in order to assist in resolving karma, to assist in resolving family karma, in order to uqondise umsamo, and in order to heal your bloodline. That's why this is one of the most drastic and dramatic of spirits, and they are the knowledge keepers of the family lineage. Through igazi, through DNA, you're able to be told by them ukuthi ukhokho kakhokho kakhokho bekubani, if ulungisiwe, if baqondisiwe, if you need that information. Amanguni, it's a Nguni spirit because ubabwabo, or rather our ancestor, is Umnguni, who is the descendant of Untu, hence Singa Bantu. Kubegela Pambili, they assist you in resolving your family karma. They connect through blood, through alcohol, and through smoke, through incense. The reason why this is the case is because the red color that you see from the beads is not only connected to blood, but it's also connected to the root chakra, which deals with the flesh. So generally those spirits, when they manifest, they destabilize your root chakra, which we'll also cover as we go on. But the reason why Bapagama with such carnal desires is because of the vibration these specific ancestors are vibrating. They carry a lot of karma. They still carry a whole lot of their humanness. Mabapagama, whether Bapagama would kondisum samo, whether Bapagama would baknigisi, whatever the case is. Mabapagama, bazopagama bacela utshwala, bazopagama bacela ukuthi kuhlatshwe ilwane. We're still gonna go in depth regarding animal sacrifice, the purpose of it connected to Abelozi, the purpose of it connected to Amatongo, and how it serves them. Kodwa, I hope you guys got a clear picture of Umnguni and why Umnguni spirit is so violent, why Umnguni spirit is it seems so carnal. Abanye abantu bazothi yazi abantu abathwasa Umnguni ingathi ubukhethe, it's like heathenism. It's a bit dark, it's because this spirit is connected, or rather rooted to the earth. Unlike the other spirits, Ithunya, Umdawamanzi, Umdawasipsulu, ABCD, this is the most carnal of all the spirits because their primary purpose is to assist you in healing the families in Samu through fixing the karma. And hence, you are in service to, in order to pay a debt, whatever that debt is. What that debt is. Now, signs. I'm not gonna cover some of the signs we've covered here on KMTV. If you want to watch other videos on signs, you are a healer, signs, which you have water spirits, blah blah blah. Go into our videos, look it up, or I'll attach the videos at the end of this video, somewhere down here. But I'll just cover ones that are specific to Umnguni so that you can differentiate, because signs that you have a spiritual gift sometimes are similar. Patwa ikanda, indlebe, and so forth. But what? Now we're being specific to Umnguni. Umnguni, primarily, I found when I did my research, when I spoke to Sangoma, a lot of them had the symptom, or rather a lot of them had the sign of hearing drums in their ears. Uvuyile umuntu. Ayikhona. Uvuyile umuntu, kodwa umuntu uya uzwa kushaywa isigubhu. Those are one of the signs. Another sign would be for you to dream of yourself ugida noma uphuphe kushaywa isigubhu. Isigubhu would be the traditional drum. Seeing that, another sign would be dreaming of red beads. Specifically red beads, guys. Most of the time, red beads are connected to the spirit of Umnguni. Now, I'm your shola to get further clarification, but take it from me, most of the time, dreaming of red beads is the spirit of Umnguni. Sesifuna ukuhlaliseka, sesifuna ukusetshenzwa, sifuna ukuphakanyiswa, sifuna ukulashwa, sifuna uqala sisebenze. Sometimes you'll dream of red and white beads, depending on the circumstance, but red and white beads don't always mean ukuthi unomnguni. They could also mean something else, which we'll also cover down there. But red and white beads as well, dreaming of red and white beads or seeing red and white beads in a vision. Sometimes umoya womngoma appears itself. noma ledlozi elithunywe elithumela phethele ikhwama ezobungoma yilo elifikayo kuwe likucacisele ukuthi usangoma, which is a blessing for a lot of you eninalo moya who have experienced that, because this can be a confusing spirit. Abaningi sebagqilaziwe indoda bahamba bayothwasa athi umuntu makafika entwasweni kanti unento thizeni ekungamelanga ingabe ula ukuthi ayilungise, yaliphuza yaliphalaza afale akanamkhulu. Another sign is you will have illnesses because it's located in your root chakra, and your root chakra resides here and is connected to your tailbone on your spine. Because it resides there, when you have either a root chakra issue or root chakra issues caused by umoya womnguni, you will experience lower back pains. You will experience issues with legs swelling up, inyawo zishisa, feet being hot, amadolo aloka. It will affect the lower region, your legs, your knees, your ankles, and so forth. So those would be one of the signs you need to look out for if uhlutshwa umoya womnguni. Ukuphupha izintlola zamathambo. Izintlola zamathambo are generally connected nomuntu oyisangoma. So ukuziphupha uphupha intlola zamathambo, uphupha unikwa zona le intlobo isibhobo abokhokho omkhulu indlovu and all these other ntlolas that I could name them, but lezi ozitholayo esikhwameni sakho sokuthi ubhule, you will dream of those one by one, or you will dream of them in a pile. It's usually nomoya wokungoma noma ledlozi leli selifuna ukusebenza sila kwembatha likunikwa isikhwama sokubhula. Not all the time ungawathola amathambo unganawo umoya womnguni, but predominantly if uphupha amathambo wokuhlola umnguni uyisangoma, humble gida, humble phuzu liphalaza. Now, just as a note, guys, please be aware ukuthi if unomoya womngoma and then unesithunywa, whichever type of thunywa it is always advised ukuthi uphakamise isithunywa sakho kuqala. Phakamisa isithunywa sakho gogo nomkhulu, niphakamiseni ithunywa zenu, nikhanyiseni ithunywa zenu, and then ubungoma will be much easier. The symptoms won't be as rash. But if you try ukuthi ugide while unesithunywa, ugide uphuze uphalaze, the processes are so heavy mkhana ebungomeni that it can affect isithunywa sakho ukuthi sibaleke. It can cause isithunywa sakho ukuthi sivale lento enizamukuyilungisa. So it's always advised by us spiritual guides, by us spiritual healers, by abogovela, by mentors, ukuthi if unobungoma qala isithunywa qala and then go on into ungoma. Makhosi, that is the Nguni spirit. Umoya olandelayo, umoya womndiki. Wow, a confusing spirit. Abantu abaningi balokhu bazwa bathi nomndiki, but they're not sure. Ibhayi lomndiki leli, ama-beads omndiki le. We want to dispel that and we want to bring clarity into Umndiki. Now, there's two types of Umndiki. There's two types of spirits that are referred to as abomndiki. Kunokhokho omkhulu ohlalayo emsamo, inkomo enkulu Nkosi yami enamaphondo amade, iduna elikhulu, the most ancient dlozi, not itomo, the most ancient dlozi esemsamweni wasekhaya. He's the one who directs, who points, who says this must happen, that must happen. Generally, if uphakama lo moya lo ufuna uqondiswa, it wants ukuthi uphakame as a counselor to now counsel these other ancestors, not to be the main ancestor leading, but to counsel and guide these other spirits you have inside you. It's a very ancient old spirit that's connected mostly, if not only, to the paternal side of the family. Umndiki is an ancient grandfather, an ancient old ancestor from your father's side of the family. Ophakamayo makaphakama usually ufuna ukuhlaliswa makahlaliswe kahle so that they can help in directing your journey because they have hundreds of years of wisdom. Now, there is that type of umndiki. And then kunomuntu onomoya wamandika. There is a tribe in Central Upper Africa called Amandika. Now you remember when I was telling you the journey of Umnguni, when he left Egypt and he started traveling through, for a while we resided in Central Africa, in the countries about there. Amandika are from that region. Now, the Nguni people could have copulated and mixed, and some of the bloodline of Amandika could have been mixed with Amanguni, and hence why wena unamandika. Umndiki wako is not Umndiki as in an ancient old man in Msamo Godwa. Umndiki wako wena is from the tribe of Amandika, the ancestors which are called, which descend from the specific tribe are now referred to as Umoya Umndiki. Now this is a very musical spirit, guys. In terms of the specific tribe Amandika, it's a very musical spirit. They love music in general. They love different types of music. If now Lomoya, you'll notice Uguti, you are a person who really enjoys listening to music. My head said people think you're antisocial, but you're not really antisocial. This spirit, whenever it just hears rhythm, whenever it hears a beat of whatever type of music, iyakita, as long as the music is not negative or in negative vibrations, iyakita, it enjoys itself, iyajabula. Now, they might come bearing spiritual gifts at times, but they'll never take a leading role. Like I said, whether it's Umndiki, Mkhulu Sseida, or Umndiki from the tribe Yamandika, Makosi, whether it's Umndiki from the tribe Yamandika, they will never take a leading role. They will always be spirits that guide. There will always be spirits that show the way to the other ancestors. When the spirits are butting heads, that's the spirit that calms them down and says, Amatongo ati, A, B, C, D. They are a counsel like Josie, counseling and guiding your other ancestors. Now, once the spirit is fixed, like I said, they assist the other spirits in matters like Umsamo, in aligning other spirits, in guiding you into your soul path, etc. They are counseling and guiding spirit. Awuthwaselwa lo moya. Nkosi yami, awuthwaselwa lo moya. Awukhona ukuthwasela Umndiki. Umndiki wakho angaqonda while uthwasisa Umnguni, angasiqondisa while uhamba amanzi uphakamisa ithunywa. Umndiki akathwasiseki, akanagobongo, akunagobongo loMndiki. Umndiki uyazenzela izinto zakhe, Umndiki uyasihlalisa. Likelihood, the only thing which he would need from you ukuthi umgeze. That's all. But okunye nokunye, they'll show you the beads, they'll show you whatever cloth is associated with them, and they must integrate. How do you know? What are the signs of Uguti Unomndiki? Aside from Uguta Fige, and they identify themselves, aside from any other spiritual signs that show you a spiritual person. Monomdiki, you will find a lot which you suffer from Ibo. No, Ibo is feeling like a nail is being pushed gently into you. Nesbobola is swing. She doesn't nesbobola in call. She doesn't nesbobola is something. I feel like something is Umndiki maseka funi attention with it's in Gezwe. Please go get my beads. Nikona. They alert you by Isbobo. Isbobo is the feeling like a nail is being driven into one of your body parts. You will suffer from Ibobo. You will also have stomach issues, whether it be IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, whether it be a runny tummy all the time, whatever the case is, whether it be ulcers. Umndiki uzbonisa through such spiritual illness, through stomach issues and so forth. Now, also dreaming of very dark-skinned tall people. Remember, now we are connecting it to the Amandika tribe. Dreaming of dark-skinned tall people coming to you, wearing various cloths or wearing ancestral cloths. That is also a sign of Umndiki. If you know Umndiki, you will dream of these people, dark-skinned people. Dreaming of red and white beads. Now, going back to when we were speaking about Umnguni, I said to you, sometimes red and white beads might mean Uguti Unomnguni. Sometimes it might mean Uguti Unomndiki. So kumele uhlole. mele uhlolo umuntu who can differentiate these spirits. Akutshele ukuthi cha awudingi ukuthi uhambe uyophuza igazi lembuzi. It's okay. Wena ukhokho omkhulu wakho ufuna ukuhlala kuwe because you are the guardian of umsamo, you are the one who's been chosen ukuthatha zonke lekhwama, etc, etc. Makhosi. Now remember, Umndiki can come bearing spiritual gifts, or they can just come in a form of guidance and counseling towards the other ancestors. Okay, so don't expect ukuthi Umndiki wakho uzoza nesikhwama nesipho thizeni. It's not all the time the case, ne? Makhosi, it's not magula. Last but not least, somebody in the comment section said, Mkhulu, you gotta cover Abelozi. Come on, you have to cover Abelozi. Makhosi, I've heard your wish and now I will deliver. Abelozi, Nkosi yami, how deep can we go regarding the spirit? Its origin. Now, a lot of people don't have an understanding of what Abelozi. We've done extensive research, set with Damaketla that taught us these things. So I'll draw from whatever knowledge I had as somebody who has that spirit. Abelozi, this spirit is connected to the Lozi people. Again, these people descended from Kom, or whatever that region was known that time. The Lozi people are descendants of that region. Going back to our talk about Umnguni, hence why I'm to show you how these tribes somehow connected to you, how you ended up in Abelozi, Umndiki, whereas you're not Umndika, you're not a person of the Lozi people. That very same region where, or rather, the same place where the regions are where Amandika were, the Lozi people also were. Central Upper Africa. Now, on our journey, we must have copulated, we must have mixed with the Lozi people, because some of their descendants, like me and other people, have their blood. Hence, mabathu nabelozi usuke ungenwe yidlozi of the Lozi people, whose ancestor is Kololo. This spirit or this particular ancestor, Maibungena, it usually is connected to prophetic gifts. Ne? It's connected to prophetic gifts. They are called the whistling people. Hence why ngezulu ayikhwele. Angeke kuze bathi bekashaya ikhwele bazothi bekashaya umlozi. Umlozi is whistling. And so they are the whispering spirits. And so they are connected to prophetic gifts. These ancestors have the ability to whisper directly into your ear, to speak to you while you are awake. Bayakubiza bakubize uhleli nabangani bakho bakubize ngegama basho ukuthi nokuthula. Avuma nokuthula because obviously wangavumi, they'll start bothering her irrically. Umlozi akathwasiswa. Khona ukumthwasela umlozi. Umlozi yaziphakamela. After uqeda intwaso, after some time, umlozi angeke avese aphakame, whereas you haven't gone through any mentorship, you haven't gone through any training, you haven't fixed your other spirits. Umlozi akaphakami kuqala. Abelozi abaphakami kuqala. Yebo banalo igobongo. Yebo banalo igobongo, futhi igobongo lakhona cishe lifane negobongo lomnguni. But it's not the same. Kodwa unlike umnguni, umlozi angeke umthwasele. For some people that have Lozi spirits, it takes a very long time for them to learn how to use the gift of hearing the whispers, the gift of the whistle they've been given. Ukuthi ushaya kangaki ukuze ubuze umkhulu ukuthi khokho uthini abuye aphawule. It takes years of training, unless you're a prodigy, to hear the whispers, to hear them speak, and to not be scared. Mabakbiza, but isandi ujige. I have an experience of that. Yazi ngalesikhathi ngithwasa Abelozi bamba baqala ukuphakama ngesentwasweni. And it would happen because luckily I had a sharp Gobela. Gobela was the best in the world. I would hear someone call my name in Twasweni, and they would call me. They would call me, and I'd always run to Umkhulu and I'd ask him, you calling me? and he realized what, oh, this boy has Abelozi, and he said to me, next time you hear that, do A, B, C, D. And I did it. And today, that's assisted me in being able to communicate Abelozi. Upagama either during initiation or when initiation ends. It's a long-suffering spirit. Umlozi akamind uthatha 10 years ukuthi aphakame, 20 years ukuthi aphakame. It's a very long-suffering spirit. Futhi angeke lokhu akugqilaza. Yebo uzobonisa ukuthi ukhona, and you are ripe to use that ability, kodwa it could take 10 years, depending on you, depending on your spiritual makeup, how ready you are for the job. So Umlozi is a long-suffering spirit. Now please be aware that there's two types of Abelozi. Abelozi basentabeni, Abelozi basemanzini. Understandably, because kuneyithunywa zasemanzini, kuneyithunywa zasentabeni, and Abelozi specifically work with umuntu onobuprofeti. So if unabelozi, either uzoba namagedla wasentabeni, abogogo basemanzini, etc. Signs that unabelozi. Again, because it's the same region as mentioned earlier as the Mandika people, you will dream of tall, dark-skinned people if unabelozi. I've seen it. You will dream of tall, dark-skinned people if unabelozi. A primary sign if unabelozi is hearing whistling sounds in your ear or ringing sounds, but the ringing sounds will sound more like a high-pitched whistle. Hearing whispers in your ears, ingathi khona umuntu okhulumayo, uzothi uhleli noma when you dozing off uzwe umuntu akubiza noma uzwe umuntu akhuluma umuthi uyachecka there's no one there. But predominantly when you're hearing somebody whispering or shouting or speaking your name and it sounds as if it's happening right here, generally abelozi abakubizayo ukuthi sesikhona sesifuna ukusebenza. Dreaming of whistles. To communicate nabelozi, at times some of you are given whistles ukuthi nishaye impempe and speak to them. Makhosi. Another sign would be blocked ears. If the ringing rings and you don't deal with it, and the whistling whistles and you don't deal with it, and the indlebe zizesivaleke, yazi ke lapho ukuthi abelozi sebaphakeme. Likelihood sebafuna igobongo lawo. Igobongo baqondise emakhosini. If I've missed any information, guys, please go into the comment section and tell me what I haven't covered this. I do hope this kind of gives you a picture if you want part 2. Mtsheleni what you want in part 2, what you want me to cover. Igedla lamashkrishkr umprofeti shamun ngiyaziyehlisa phambi kwenu ngithi uye lo Mkhulu Sseida. Ngiyamthanda ngomthando kaveli ncane. Guys, please hit the comment section, comment, subscribe, please share, and hit the notification bell so that you get notifications when we drop new videos. But we'll be dropping videos more frequently now, at a scary rate. Angifune khuluma okuningi kodwa ngizobona ushintsho oluningi soliyeza. Nyanvalelisa bakwethu ngithi have a great week ahead, have a great 2025. Contact us if you need any assistance, if you need any readings. Nyasithoba phambi kwenu, nyasithoba phambi kwamadlozeni, nyasithoba phambi kwamathongo emakhosini.